Hello and welcome to the Brit Live, or the Brit Dead, our spooky Halloween special. Beautiful. I'm Meg McGrady, aka Evil Morty.
And I'm Luke Martin, aka 11.
And I'm Georgia Mategafu, aka Stitch from Lilo and Stitch.
Coming up in the show, we have an exclusive interview with Sony Music CEO Rob Stringer, who visited the school after winning this year's MITS Award.
Sinead looks into Black History Month, finding out what it's about and why it's important.
Year 12 and 13 Music, Strand host a Night of Queen with some of the school's top musicians performing a range of Queen hits.
Year 10 and 11 music students take to the stage as they perform some of the work of the Beatles.
We go to the David Lead Cinema, where our film and media production students are getting their film shown on the big screen.
And find out what our spooky Halloween special game is. I'm sure it's going to send shivers down my spine. Now, as always, please do send in your messages and comments because they may get featured.
That's right. What are you wearing today? Where's the best spot for trick-or-treating? And what do you enjoy or not enjoy about Halloween? Now, before we get into today's show, we've got an announcement.
Drum roll, please.
Brit Live have won a Principals Award. 5 shows were aired last year, and we kicked off the Series 2 in September with our open evening episode.
The Brit Live team received a Principal Award for the phenomenal work involving producing this extracurricular project and was awarded certificates by Stuart Warden, who said, "This is a huge achievement to have an in-house TV show over the last year, capturing the sheer breadth of activity that takes place in this busy, special place."
Thank you to everyone who has helped make that possible, and thank you to Stuart for the award. Now, getting into the show, we're going to have a look at something else the principal is involved in, Brit Vision.
If you say to a young person, create your own work, find your own voice, be your own person, then great things can happen. If you restrict people, then we can be in all sorts of trouble, where artists don't flow, they don't discover what they want to write about, they don't discover what films they want to make, they don't discover what choreography they want to create. We know we've done a great thing for this country. We know we're a great news story for the economics of this country. You know, we have created good business people that have created wealth and jobs and employment. We know we've done that. We know the creative industries is the biggest growth employer in the country. That's a fantastic thing.
So be still, take my hand for the greatest journey heaven can allow.
And that is purely because I feel like I can express myself, I connect and relate to the people around me. I'm here doing what I love and enjoy, and I haven't always had the opportunity to do that.
So let's sing a song of cheer again. Happy times, happy nights, happy days are here.
So thanks for being here. This is our 25th anniversary. It's the end of a 25th party that's lasted all year. It's been a great party. I know many of you have been to some of those party events, and thank you. Thank you for supporting us.
No denying.
Hey Luke, what did the skeleton say to the vampire?
I don't know. What?
You suck.
Very funny, Meg.
I'm full of these, just wait.
A few weeks ago, Rob Stringer, CEO of Sony Music, came in for a tour after winning this year's MITS Award, and he found out what goes on here at the Brit School. It's a shame he couldn't come today. They do say Brit Halloweens are to die for.
We caught up with him for an exclusive interview about his visit.
Well, I mean, I came to the Brit School pretty much when it first opened, and now I moved to America, been in America 12 years. And then they decided to give me this award for being around long enough or whatever I got it for, and it was obvious that because the charities were the Brit School and Nordoff Robbins, I wanted to come to the Brit. I mean, the Brit School is, you know, a foundation for us, for people working for our company, and also we have artists signed to us that are in the Brit School, so it was not difficult to want to come here. It's way bigger now. I felt like I walked around on a much bigger parameter, and also there was none of the. Listen, when I came, there was none of the computer graphics courses that there are now. And but when I came, first of all, it felt like it did feel like the Kids from Fame, really. You know, it did feel like a sort of performing arts school, and now it feels just like an arts-based school that can do everything. You know? The rest comes as a byproduct of that, because I want people to work for me to be happy, and I want to have a good team, and I want to have hit records, and I want to have. But really, the purest of process is to have, you know, to be able to maybe stand there or sit with someone that turns out to be incredibly talented, incredibly special. I mean, look, I'm way older than you guys, so my schooling was not anywhere near as much fun as that. And also, I honestly believe in being taught vocational things at school. I wasn't. I was just taught ordinary subjects, and they didn't really come to life. But subjects come to life when you're doing something practical and something, you know, not just theoretical. And I thought that watching, you know, going from tap dancing to computer graphics to recording studios, I mean, all these things, I mean, I would have loved to have had that when I was your age. It would have been great.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
One of the many events that happen all over the UK is Black History Month, where all schools focus their teachings on Black history and culture.
Our reporter Sinead Barton explains why it's important.
Martin Luther King had a dream, but I'm still dreaming of the day when we can be judged by the content of our characters rather than the colour of our skin. Being black isn't just a colour, but a label used to describe our culture and a part of history that's hardly ever spoken of. Every day we come into contact with things that are part of black history without even realising. So let's take up the opportunity now to bring these aspects to light, because although you may not realise, there's more to it than Martin Luther King. It starts from the first man in the world and ends at the present. Black, belonging to or denoting any human group having dark coloured skin. But what does it mean to be black? Is it to do with your race or your social attributes? Should we live up to the stereotypes, stay away from them, or just be ourselves? What should really determine my culture and heritage? Did Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela stand up for black rights for us to be oppressed by stereotypes that reflect nothing other than an extreme idea about us? I wear tracksuits, but I'm no more of a threat to society than when I dress formally. And if I'm talking like this, does it mean that I'm too educated to be black, or that I'm talking white? If I get opportunities, is it because I'm black, or did I just work as hard, if not even harder than everyone else? Carnival was created by West Indians and inspired by the racial tensions of the 1950s. It was televised by the BBC in the hope to build bridges between warring communities by showcasing Caribbean culture. We've come a long way, but have we really come far enough? Where would we be without traffic lights, pacemakers, automatic gear shifts, the carbon filament in a light bulb, dryers, fridges, home security, microphones, dustpan and brushes, mops and ironing boards? All invented by black people, and all wouldn't exist without black influence. So where would we be without black history? Let's make our generation the ones to fight for racial equality and put an end to your race determining your future. Black history is all of our history. Know your history.
I'm now joined here by Ellie Harris, who's a singer from music, and in just a few minutes will be performing for us live here in the studio. Thanks very much for joining us. How did you get into singing?
Well, I've been into music as long as I can remember. Since I started playing the piano at 4, singing at 4, joining various different companies which do performances and stuff like that.
What's the best part?
Probably the fact that because I'm a songwriter, it's able to express your feelings, your how you feel in different ways. That's what I like about it.
What is the song you're singing about today?
Today the song I'm gonna sing is it's sort of a metaphorical description of the overall look I've had on a few friends of mine going down some difficult roads, and it's sort of I've summed it up as talking about one person rather than multiple people.
Yeah. And this is a very important question. Do you like Halloween?
I do like Halloween.
Can you do your best scary face for us?
I don't know what's scary.
Well, thanks very much for speaking with us, and we can't wait to hear your performance. Now, some of us walking through the Orange building over the last few weeks have heard some disturbing sounds, eerie and creepy. It must be haunted. Nah, just kidding. It's the classic tunes from Queen mixed with the vocals of students as they practice for the Queen show.
Find me somebody to love. Find me somebody to love.
This September, the Year 13 Music Strand took to the Obi stage for a night in tribute to the iconic and legendary music of Queen. We spoke to some of the performers after the show about how it felt performing the show they've been planning for so long.
So how was that? Can you sum it up in one word?
Mental.
Amazing.
Immense.
Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I loved it.
Fantastic. That's really generic, but fantastic. I actually can't think of another word to describe it.
Recovery? I don't know what you use for that.
All a bit overwhelming.
It's insane. It's so insane. We need a third night. Next year, third night.
Third night next year.
Did you have a favourite moment of the show?
Favourite moment was definitely the ending, because I always used to say the favourite moment was the beginning with the curtain drops being in that song, but at the end, the fact I got to be on drums for We Will Rock You, where everyone claps around, and then We Are the Champions for the final cymbal wash, and then the God Save the Queen moment is just, it's a mixture of iconic, mental, and hilarious at the same time. But it's great to see Ralph and Daniel up there being the kings that they are, being dressed appropriately.
Did you have a favourite song or moment?
Song in my songs?
Yeah.
Radio Gaga, definitely. Because I was there, I was getting the crowd to clap. It was amazing, and just the energy of that crowd tonight, insane.
Probably my favourite moment would have been when I came out with my wings. Oh, I loved it.
Who made the wings?
My mum made them, and my boyfriend Joe helped as well. So yeah, they did it without me knowing, because I was like, oh, I want wings, and I'd gone around looking for wings everywhere, and then I came home, my mum was like, ta-da! I was like, oh, you lovely person.
So adorable.
I do really like the national anthem at the end. There was a bit, I don't know if you guys got to see it, but before the crown didn't quite fit on one of the guitarist's heads.
How does it feel to be up there?
Oddly powerful in a way that's probably unhealthy but fun.
Before you get on, your heart is beating, and when you're in the makeup room, it's all calm and everyone's singing to the mirror. But then when you get on there and you get that adrenaline, and the crowd is screaming at you, and it's so insane. There's no words to describe the feeling.
How long does it take you to prepare?
Well, we started halfway through year 12, and we're in year 13 now. So
a long while.
Time, and we had to have our teachers in our rehearsals, so to make sure everything goes well. So it's been strenuous, but it was so worth it.
We had literally every day was rehearsals. We had lunch rehearsals, after school rehearsals, especially for Bohemian Rhapsody, which it turned out to be amazing. I can only say amazing, because that's what honestly, everyone was really good.
But halfway through the show, disaster struck.
Oh God, don't even mention the power cut. But I think personally that's like a building thing that happens. So it'll build us all up in our characters. So we all know now how we would act in a power cut. And some of us acted a bit quieter than others. But no, I think everyone handled it really professionally. The crew handled it professionally. And I think everyone on stage was really well with it. So I think it's really good that we did that.
We're back, everyone! You did it!
How was it working with TTA to produce this show? Because obviously they had a big role in the whole thing.
They're just fantastic. I mean, we don't, I think, ever appreciate how much backstage people do for shows like this, but this has been, and the teachers keep saying it on and on and on, it's the most technically demanding show the music department has ever put on, which ironically all fell apart for a tiny couple of hiccups, just why some people don't rely on that much technology. But for the most part, especially last night as well, it all went smoothly, and for the rest of the show tonight, apart from those 2 hiccups, it really just gave us all out there, and TTA were a massive part of that. They fixed it, not once but twice. So we're very, very thankful for them, and if you're watching, thank you.
Thank you, TTA.
Thank you so much.
I mean, big up to TTA, who like completely slayed all, and it was not their fault at all, and they handled it so professionally, and I love you guys. Thank you so much for putting on this show for us, like honestly.
And almost like in a football commentary, it's a tale of 2 halves, because the first half, when in the very first track when we opened the show, we were all very excited for it, the curtain drops, everything went fine. I should have sensed that the power cut was coming because I lost a button before we went on, so that was clearly a bad omen.
A bad omen.
Yeah, so we lost that, and then power cuts kept happening. We were all very nervous backstage, nobody knew what was going wrong. We were all thinking, if it happens again, then we're going to cut the show, we're going to do it on a different night. Everyone was all up in it, and then some things started creeping through for some mistakes because everyone was so nervous, pretty much bricking it, thinking, is it going to cut again?
Yeah.
And then the second half, I think we collected ourselves, and the intermission, we sort of ran through it, everything was going smoothly, and we thought, okay, we've got this again.
We got it.
And we probably did the second half the best we've done it.
Yeah.
So really just left it all out there for all to see. That was a really good moment for it.
Incredible, yeah.
Like, we all worked really hard. It took a long time, but it's all come together. And hopefully we've done Freddie Mercury proud.
It was so much fun. So thank you so much for putting on.
Thank you for being there. Thank you everyone who went for being there.
A lovely bit of Queen there. Now it's time for today's Halloween themed game. It is, of course, our horror film quiz.
Yay.
You ready?
I'm gonna totally start this. I don't haven't watched any horror films.
Oh gosh.
I hate horror films, so this is...
This is our punishment. Our punishment for all the puns.
Yes, okay.
Well, to begin, Luke.
We need a buzzer.
Yeah, I'm gonna
need a
tell you to
buzzer.
give your buzzer.
Okay.
What is it?
I'm so scared, I'm sorry.
Why are you scared?
Because I don't know, because we had people warning us about which ones like not to down and stuff, so now I'm scared. I think in terms of what I'm wearing, I think my buzzer is just going to be Eggos.
Okay.
Oh jeez.
Okay. All right. So, cool. First question.
Wait, who's this to?
To both of you.
Obviously.
Oh, it's a buzzer,
Yeah.
of course.
Let's see.
Okay.
Which film used a marketing strategy claiming the cast of the film were missing and was almost...
Eggos! Is it Blair Witch Project?
Yeah, it is. So...
Wait, audience, what do you think? Which number should I pick? Because it's numbered. Which number? Everyone. 4, 1, 7, 7, 7.
I'm hearing a
okay,
lot of
I'm hearing
sevens.
7 a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get this city bucket ready.
What? You're gonna tip it out everywhere?
Gorgeous. Look at that. Look what you made me do. God.
I'm getting.
Oh God. I'm genuinely really scared. That's fine. Joke is on you.
That was...
You failed me, audience.
Spirulina.
Oh, what's spirulina?
They said it was algae. I don't know. Yeah. So
I regret everything.
that goes to Luke. And The Ring is originally based on a 1998 horror movie from which country?
Oh jeez. It's
Okay.
Japan.
Yeah, that's correct.
Right. What am I going to have you do? I'm going to say one, just because I'm mean.
One. Oh, I hate you so much.
Have one. Have it. Look at that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful contents.
It's hot sauce, everyone. Just so
you think it's hot?
Wait, guys. Do I take a sip or do I down it?
Down it. Down it.
Right. Okay.
Here you go. Go for it. Would you like some water?
Yeah, that was Tabasco, by the way. Yeah.
Actually, no.
I truly feel evil today.
A man, not take water.
Cool. Right, go.
In It, Pennywise introduces himself as Pennywise the blank clown.
Wait, what?
The blank clown. Do you want to hear the options? Because I have those.
Oh, yeah, they will be great.
A, laughing. B, happy. Or C, dancing.
Egos. Is
Go on,
it
Luke.
dancing clown?
It is.
Oh.
You guys are actually really good at this.
I haven't seen it.
Okay, I'm going to ask the audience again. What number? 4.
Sure.
4. Okay.
Which one's 4?
Oh. Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh. Wait, you need we should show the audience.
It looks a bit like almost strawberry milk. That's my guess, but I don't trust
Looks so
anything.
deceiving.
Mhm.
I mean, obviously. This is so unfair.
Nice.
Yeah,
Thanks,
it's Yazoo.
This is so unfair.
Yazoo? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Yazoo?
Why am I getting the hot sauce and she's getting the Yazoos? Can I have some of that? Because it'll cool my mouth down. Thank you.
Okay, next question. What does Jigsaw say before killing his victims in the film Saw?
Egos.
Go on.
Do you want to play a game?
No. That's none of the options, so I'm guessing it's no.
Oh, there's options.
Yeah.
Suck it.
So
Did I use up my turn?
I guess so. So that means that you lost. So
Oh no. What was the answer then?
It was the game is over. Yeah.
Does he say that?
Apparently. What says the game is over on my card?
Well, my expert at the back here. What does he say?
I'm pretty sure it's game over. I just binge watch.
You don't want to play a game.
No, when he finishes the game, he says game over.
You can still have one. Have joy. This is your punishment for leaving FMP, for abandoning them. I'm going to say 8.
Go on.
Go for it. Go for it. Get your sick bucket.
What's a pleasant face?
You know what? Just to spite you, I'm going to drink it all.
Oh, don't.
You ready? It's vinegar, by the way, guys.
He is right.
I'm sorry. Oh. You know, I'm glad you're getting all the bad ones because honestly, I wouldn't be able to do that.
I'm overjoyed for you, Meg.
Next question. How many times do you have to say his name in order to summon him in the film Candyman?
Egos. Oh, wait, is that?
There are options.
Okay, I'll let you know.
A, 5 times. B, 3 times. C, 1 time.
Egos.
I had egos.
Is it B?
Yeah, it is B.
3 times.
Right, I'm finding a disgusting one for you this time.
Okay, Joy.
They all look nice.
They all look nice. Looks can be deceiving. That
Exactly.
Ooh.
The thing is, I'm trying to smell it, but I can't actually because I don't have a sense of smell.
It looks like another Yazoo. And they wouldn't put 2 Yazoos, right?
No.
So it's strategy.
I know what it is. and
Oh, you know what it is?
I have this card here, and I know
He knows
everything.
what I'm about to endure.
Mhm. It's milk and cottage cheese, so you did that like smooth. Oh my god! I should have let it like just go down. Oh my god! I was not expecting that. Oh my god!
We were told not to squirt it because there's electronics.
Oh my gosh!
I'm so sorry.
How do we move on from that?
Yeah, I think we just keep going.
Just continue. Okay. Which vampire did Brad Pitt star in? Which vampire film? Sorry, did Brad Pitt star in? Which Tom
Egos.
Cruise? In with Tom Cruise. Come
Interview with a Vampire.
on. It was. Nope. Yeah, it's correct.
Hey. Have fun, Meg. Which one am I giving? I love how the shot of the cups just beautifully encapsulates my knees as well.
Oh, there's some of it on my shoe.
Number 10. Can we see that? Yeah, I think so. There we go. No, I don't know how you're going to top spraying the entire floor
with cottage cheese.
Yeah.
Okay. Joy. Oh, I don't know how.
Go on, just...
Right.
That was just orange juice, though. Yeah. Look at all those faces.
That's why. So for you, it's all.
Oh yeah, I'll have some.
I was like, so
Yeah.
expecting it to be horrible. I was like, what is this?
Next question. What was the movie called? Oh, sorry. What was the motel called in Psycho? A. Do you want to hear the options or you want to say something? Okay. A. Bates Motel.
There goes that one.
It is that one.
Oh, jeez.
You know what? Because you've been drinking so many, I'm going to take a hit for the team and drink one for you.
Thank you.
That's sweet.
Can I get an R for that? Because I'm being a gentleman. Thank you. You get to pick as well.
Well, I'm going to say 2 because that's the one that looks most full.
It looks... There we go.
Looks a bit like strawberry-ish.
It smells nice.
Okay.
It's just Fanta.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just Fanta.
So we only have time for one more question. So I think whoever loses this round has to drink all 3 of those in quick succession.
No.
Yep.
No.
Okay.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Here we go.
Okay. Who is the killer in Friday the 13th? A. Jason Voorhees. I can't say that. B. Ned Rubenstein. Or C. Norman Bates.
Oh, jeez.
Are you guys gonna have to share this or what? Because we both don't know.
Oh, jeez. I'm going to say A because I'm guessing.
That's correct.
Go for it. Go for it. All 3 in quick succession.
These all look really nice. Oh, combine them.
Combine them.
Go on.
Someone's just said combine them, so there
There's
you
space
go.
in the cup.
Oh, there you go. It looks horrible.
Here we go.
Enjoy.
What this is really nice and a real
Is
anti-climax.
that 5, 9, and 6, right? Yeah.
5, 9, and 6.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that was really disgusting because there was a hair in it.
That was just lemon juice, strawberry Ribena, and Lucozade combined.
And a human hair. So,
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't really
so much.
Yeah. Didn't really keep track of who won there, but I feel like Meg lost just for the spitting.
Yeah, I
So-
lost for my
Yeah.
my dignity's just gone.
Mhm.
Gone. Oh, jeez.
And now is the costume competition between Luke and Meg. So
I
guys,
mean-
stand up.
I think we've gender bended. So,
Okay.
who's? Is it audience decides?
Yeah. So,
Right.
if you think that Luke is the winner, clap as loud as you can for him. Decent, it's decent. If you think that Meg has the best costume, clap for her. That was a very long clap as well, so it goes to Meg for the woos as well and everything.
I'm sorry, Luke. Your dignity is gone.
Yes. Now let's have a look at year 10 and 11 music strands' work over the past term in their Beatles show.
And now for something completely different.
So,
I'm now joined by Henry from Year 11 Music, and if I'm correct, Henry, you played guitar and drums in the Beatles show.
Yeah.
Cool, amazing. So, as a multi-instrumentalist, what is your favourite instrument to play?
It's usually the guitar, because that's the one I started off on. It's my best instrument, but I like playing drums as well, and I think that might take it over at some point.
So, with shows like these, do you get a choice as to what you're playing and what you can play, or is it kind of assigned to you?
We usually get put in groups, but then once you're in your group, you can decide whatever you want to do. Yeah, basically that.
Cool. All right. So, what kind of things about these shows make you passionate and make you want to take part in them and do the songs that you do?
It's kind of the rush that you get once you're on the stage. You can't really compare it to much else. It's really invigorating. It feels quite addictive. You want to keep doing it again and again.
The show itself, do you think it went kind of better than anticipated, or how did it go?
It definitely went better than it did in the run. There were a lot of things we had to smooth out. Luckily, it went well. I think it could have gone a bit smoother in places, but generally, I thought it went a lot better than it did in the run. And I thought it went very well indeed.
Amazing. Thank you so much. So here we have Ollie and Matt from TTA Year 13. Hello. So what kind of how much kind of preparation do you get for shows like these?
Too little.
The Beatles one we had about a week, I'd say.
A week? And you had the Queen show before it, right?
Queen show was before it, yeah.
So did that help you kind of... Was most of the Queen stuff kind of used in the Beatles show? Like the kit and stuff? Was it ready and kind of... Did that help, having the Queen show beforehand?
It helped because we already had a stage and LX rig in. But some bits did change, so... Yeah, I suppose it did help.
All we had to do was reprogram the lights and hey presto, new show.
Brilliant. So how important is it to you guys that TTA work on shows like these?
Well, if we didn't have TTA, then we wouldn't look good or sound good.
Mm-hmm.
I think TTA is very important on these shows, because if you didn't have TTA, you'd have to hire in loads of trained professionals, and that's going to cost a lot of money.
So if there's anything that you can kind of learn from this show in particular, the Beatles one, what would it be?
Oh, from the Beatles one, I think simplicity is sometimes key. I think is something I've learnt. Doesn't always have to be over the top.
Yeah, keep it sweet, simple, make sure it looks good.
Short and sweet.
Yeah,
short and sweet, like this interview. Thank you very much.
What a fantastic event. Going now from music over to the film and media production department. I'm joined by Brit School student Sam Walters, who's both one of our resident camera operators and also a film director. And we also have Percy Menthe, the main actor in their brand new film, We Fall Again. So Sam, what's the film about?
The film is about a kid called Charlie, played by yours truly, and he's struggling with moving into his new school, which I think is something that a lot of us can relate to. And he's got this friend called Danny who's actually in the audience right now. And it's kind of just watching him struggle with that, and like him seeing his old friends and realizing what has he done.
His old sort of girlfriend, who he's pretty much abandoned at this point.
Yeah.
Struggling with whether to stay with her or not.
Percy, what was it like working on the film?
Well, I mean, the film was an experience for everyone. We learnt a lot of lessons were learnt. Yeah. I mean, it's the first proper film we've worked on.
Yeah. How did you choose to portray the main character?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of decisions, a lot of choices, and he ends up making a lot of bad decisions, and that impacts his character.
What was the inspiration for the film, and what allowed you to create it?
Well, the first inspiration is obviously the first thoughts and feelings of moving here, and because how scared I was going into this, but also a lot of the music was inspired by an artist called Joji, and a lot of the emotions that went into the film, and the themes as well, like the themes of cheating and the themes of just sadness and being alone, loneliness. I was about to say aloningness.
Finally, why didn't the skeleton go to the party?
Oh, why didn't he?
Why not? Why didn't he?
Because he had no body to go with. That was a great joke. Thank you for joining us, and if you want to watch We Fall Again, it is out now on YouTube. For now, though, we're heading down to the David Lean Cinema in Croydon, where some of the Brits' best short films are being shown on the big screen.
The reason the Brit School is here is because tonight represents the launch of an exciting new partnership between the David Lean Cinema and the Brit School. So from now on, we're going to be showing a selected Brit School film before some of the features every month. It'll be a chance for our patrons to see some of the excellent work of the school's students.
We were at the David Lean Cinema because we're launching a partnership between us and the cinema, and we're going to be showcasing FMP student film work. So one student roughly around every month will have the opportunity for their film to be shown before actual feature-length presentation.
So before my feature today, we're going to show some work from the Brit School from some young students, and I think it's really important to engage with the next generation of filmmakers. You know, these students will be the filmmakers of the future, and I think it's great to have their work shown. I always like it to see shorts before features. I think it's nice for the audience, helps them get in the mood, and you know, the short films are a very nice art form that don't really get distribution in the way that they should.
And it was nice, you know, good round of applause. I had a few people after the screening come up to me and say how impressed they were. The film itself was a film called London.wav, made by a student of ours called Sam Marino. Produced almost like it became more of an experimental piece, more of a kind of an abstract look at a day in the life of London.
So what's going to be starting tonight is the Brit School's showcase, which before selected screenings, maybe 50 or 60% of our programme, each month a different Brit School short will be screened, and I think you're going to be very impressed by the standards of what you see. Also, this will bring back a tradition that goes right back to the early days of the David Lean, where from 99 onwards, for a while at least, it was customary to show a short film before features, and I think it helped to enhance the cinema's distinctive appeal. So it'll be good to bring that back, because although we've shown the odd short, it definitely won't be on as regular a basis as will now be the case.
Both the short and the feature today, I hope that it will help them see something about London, or reflect on something about London that they may not have thought about previously, and just generally I hope that, you know, they enjoy it, that they can engage with them both on an aesthetic level.
Hey Luke, who's the most famous ghost detective?
No, I know this one, so you can't make everyone cringe because it's Sherlock Moans. These are awful Halloween puns, but let's see if we can keep them up. Now, before we hand over to Ellie for her performance, we need to talk about some things. Us to you, a public service announcement, if you will.
A Next Gen campaign public service announcement. Well, the Next Gen campaign is a music awareness program to find the best music talent from across the UK. The shortlist will be reviewed by a panel of over 25 music industry elites, and the winner will receive £5,000 worth of recording and production at a top London studio.
What's more is that this can turn into many different opportunities to take the winning student's career to the next level. They're also rewarding top-end audio and instrument gear to the school that wins. The award is in two categories, 14 to 17 and 18 to 23. So all you musicians, get to work.
And now, it's what we've all been waiting for. Please welcome to the stage Ellie performing her song Stations.
She's passing by with those bright blue eyes. Oh, and you'd be lucky if you ever see her smile. Oh. Her curly locks, now tangled knots. Her polished nails, now bitten and frail. He asked, where's your home? She said, I don't know. Waiting at stations. Ooh, oh, she travels from places to places. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, waiting at stations. Ooh, oh, she doesn't know where she is heading. Yeah, 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 yeah. She is just guessing. I guess it's a lesson. Yeah, don't leave home before you know where you're heading. She's broke and scared. She don't know when it started. Oh, and will she ever find warmth again? Hey, yeah, she's burning away. Her memory's starting to fade. She's so afraid. And all of these chemical substances in her brain, she's not even sure of her name anymore. Waiting at stations. Ooh, oh, she travels from places to places. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, waiting at stations. Ooh, oh, she doesn't know where she is heading. Yeah, 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 yeah. She is just guessing. I guess it's a lesson. Yeah, dolly, home before you know where you're heading. I see her on the street and she almost looks like me. And I'm thinking, oh sweet girl, how did this happen? Begging for a pencil but getting a rubber. The flicks that kill the pain is the pureness that will kill you. Hey, and the sea blue from your eyes has evaporated. Clearer, waiting at stations. Ooh, oh, she travels from places to places. Yeah, 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 waiting at stations. Ooh, oh, she doesn't know where she is heading. Yeah, yeah, she is just guessing. I guess it's a lesson. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
What an amazing performance. Now, guys, where's the presenters? Because they need to be, the script says they need to be here. Oh, okay. They got me. How funny. It's Halloween, so we scare people. If we make it out alive, we'll see you next episode.
Now, I'm off to trick or treat.
Plus, don't forget that the Key Stage 4 Open Evening will be on Wednesday, the 22nd of November from 5:30, where you'll get to see how the school offers a full curriculum with outstanding examination results, as well as you being able to specialise in a creative or performing arts subject. Please visit www.brits.croydon.sch.uk for more information.
Now, I'm off for trick or treating.
Oi, wait for me.
Wait. Thanks everyone for watching. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye! And that's the end of the show.
Thank you.